Hi, my name is Mandy Johnson, and I'm the Health and Wellness Program Manager at Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System. I want to take a few minutes to talk with you about setting goals. This can be something that can be very daunting. It's something we do all day long, several times a day. Many times with our goals, we don't always follow through with them. We may say, I want to do this or I want to do that, and not really follow through with them because they're kind of vague and don't hold us very accountable. So I want to talk with you about a little process called making a SMART goal. The word SMART kind of speaks for itself, right? So let's talk about what a SMART goal means. This is the way that we do this. We'll show a closer picture in a little bit. So the first thing we want to do is identify what our goal is. Just thinking about things you want to do. These don't have to be life goals. They can be something as simple as cleaning out that garage that I need to clean out, or painting the room I've been wanting to paint for weeks or months or maybe a year. So let's take that goal and break it down into a SMART goal. SMART is an acronym, S-M-A-R-T. Each one of those letters stands for a piece of how we make a SMART goal. So if you look at the letter S, that means that your goal is specific. So if I say, I want to finish the housework around here, is that very specific? Probably not. So that's the first part, is making a goal specific. The second thing, M, S-M, so the letter M stands for making the goal measurable. That means how do we know when we've actually met that goal? How are we going to measure our progress on that? So that's your S and your M. On A is the goal attainable. Now, we've all been told by our moms and dads that anything we want to do is attainable. We can reach any goal we want. And that's true. But sometimes we want to start at a place that's very attainable, something that we can actually make progress toward pretty quick so we don't get disappointed and quit on it. So SMA, we want it to be specific, we want it to be measurable, and we want it to be attainable. So what about the R? What does that letter stand for? Relevant. That may be one of the most important things. We want that goal to be relevant, meaning that it has meaning to us, that it's something we're motivated to really work on. If I'm just working on cleaning out that garage because my parent or my husband tells me to, I'm probably not as motivated as I would be if I had a reason that I really wanted to get that task completed. And then the last part, that T in SMART, S-M-A-R-T, is timely. Do we know the time frame that we plan on meeting that goal? That can really help us be successful. If I say, I'm just going to do some work around this house, in 2 years somebody can say, have you met that goal? And I can say, well, I'm still working on it. I didn't say when I was going to get this work done around the house. So let's take that goal and actually apply that SMART acronym. So I first just have a goal that I want to get my things done around the house. All the little jobs have been stacking up, and I want to get that work done around my house. So that's just starting with a goal in mind. That first part is specific. So I need to pick something specific that I want to get done around the house. I might make a list of things. I want to get my kitchen repainted. I want to lay new baseboards, and I want to put a tile floor down. Outside, I want to redo my deck. So I may make a list of those specific things around the house I need to get done. Then I can kind of identify which one of those is more important to me and pick out which one I want to finish focusing on for this SMART goal process. After identifying which specific thing I want to do, let's say I'm going to rebuild that deck. Measurable. How do I know when that deck is done? Just tearing it down doesn't mean I've rebuilt that deck. So my measurement is that I know that when I completely get it torn down and rebuilt back in the specific pattern that I've chosen, that's going to be my measurement of that being completed. All the hardware is down, it's completely finished. Not just enough for me to get out the door and to my car, but I want to complete the entire deck. So now I'm measurable, but is it attainable? Do I have the resources or the funding that I need to make sure that I can get this done? Is it something that I can do within a timely manner? If it's a deck that wraps around the house all the way around, I might need some help. I might not make sure I have the resources that I need and the funding to actually complete that process, not just part of it, so that I can meet that measurable part. And then relevant. Why do I want the deck rebuilt? I kind of check myself to make sure that it really is important to me to get that deck done and not just somebody else that I may throw in the towel and give up on. I want to complete the deck because I love to have people over. That deck looks at the front of my home and also leads to the pool where I might have people come over and congregate. It's unsafe. It's got some boards that are really old. It's been there a long time. So I know that this is really relevant and important for me to keep doing the things that I enjoy doing in a safe manner. And then lastly, timely. This is that really important one. You got to make sure it's timely. I can finish the deck in 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. But if I put a time frame that's closer, it's going to hold me accountable to not procrastinating or putting off the work that needs to be done each day. I might even make me a timely calendar where that I can sit and say, okay, by this date, I'm going to have all my materials bought. By this date, I'm going to have the deck torn out. By this date, I'm going to get rid of all the old materials that aren't necessary anymore. And then by this date, I'm going to have the deck reframed. And by this date, I'm going to have it completed. So you really want to have a completion date. But you can break down pieces of that in timely manners as well. So my timeliness is that I'm going to complete that deck in the next month, the next 30 days. So that is how you do a SMART goal from start to finish. At the end, you should be able to write down and place your time, your date, your measurable, why it's important to you, and really have a plan for being successful at your goal. If you've had this workbook sent to you, it's the Health and Wellness Veterans Workbook. You can turn to the very back page and it can walk you through that process as well. If you would like a copy of this book to do at home, you can also call us at 501-257-3144 and we can mail you your own book. And that way you can go through the different videos and work through them with them. Thank you. Have a great day.